Welcome back, everybody. I'm here to review The Creator. I didn't know what to expect going in. All I knew was it's from the director or the maker of Star Wars, so I honestly thought it was a Star Wars movie. But anyway, it's not. If you've seen the trailers, I'm going to try my best not to spoil anything. Try. Um, a guy is sent. It opens with Joshua, played by John David Washington, who honestly, just this morning, I realized is the son of Denzel Washington. So it opens with him and Gemma Chan as Maya, husband and wife. She's pregnant. You can't miss it. And all of a sudden, a bunch of troopers show up with a hostage, find out Joshua is still undercover. He promised her he's out. She leaves, cuts to 5 years later. And he's out. He wants nothing to do with it. He misses his wife, the baby. And Allison Janney, I forget how to pronounce her name, but she's great. She plays the absolutely ruthless Colonel Howell. I don't recognize her in this movie as who we're used to, right? She comes to recruit him to go the AI, because that's what it's about. The AI have set off this big nuclear bomb in Los Angeles. So now America wants to get rid of the AI, but in New Asia, the AI live as part of humans. Like, they get along, they coexist. But America wants to get rid of all the AI. So that took a lot to say. So Captain Howell comes to recruit him. The AI made this weapon because, see, the humans have this thing called the Nomad. I can't show you. It's huge. It's in the sky. It goes around. It could blow up AI bases and stuff. But the AI have a weapon that could destroy the Nomad. We need to get the weapon, and the only way she convinces him to go, Maya's there. So he does go. All right. He finds the weapon. This is not a spoiler because it shows this in the trailers. The weapon is a child. Now, throughout most of this movie, I thought the child was CGI. I did. I thought this has to be CGI. But no. He calls the child Alfie. The child don't have a name. Calls her Alfie because that's what's written on the side of her head. Alfie Omega or something like that. So I'm going to call you Alfie. So he does. Played by, now, I'm going to try to pronounce this, Madeline Eula Voiles. I thought it was CGI because the acting was superb. It was. This child did an amazing job. You've heard me talk about child actors before. Like, this child did such a good job, it reminded me of early Haley Joel Osment. And things like that. Like, I don't know if this child's ever going to do anything else, but if she does, this kid has a future. Alright. So, I'm not going to spoil the movie, but he is supposed to destroy the child, but he decides, I'm going to use the child to find Maya. Because the child is all-knowing, right? And that's all I'm really going to tell you about the plot, because I don't want to spoil anything at all. Anything. Now, the first half an hour of the movie was good. It was good. I'm not saying it wasn't. But to me, it was like one of those movies where, let's put an explosion in here. Like, that seems like that's all this movie's going to be, is just running, action, explosion. And I was like, okay, it's cool and all, but you need more than just explosions. But the story picks up. A lot. And The only way I know how to explain it, if you know me personally, you know what I'm about to say is true. If you don't know me personally, you're about to find out. I am coming off the worst 14 months of my life. The absolute worst 14 months of my life. Because I know what it's like to lose somebody you swore was the love of your life. I know what that's like. And having a child and the love you have for your child, you do anything for your kid. And the last half hour or 25 minutes of this movie, honestly, I was in a theater. I went to the movies to see this with long-time viewer Elite Schofield. I went to see it with him. And I was sitting there and my eyes started welling up. I'm going to be honest. It brought back these emotions that... that's all I'm going to say. But my eyes started welling up and I was like, don't cry, don't cry. Because I didn't want, like, be macho, don't cry. And, but it brought back all these feelings. So if you have a child, if you have a kid, if you have somebody you truly love, this movie will move you. It did pick up. It wasn't just explosions. It had a point. And it turned into an excellent movie. It really did. I want to talk about this movie for an hour, but I don't want to spoil it. So I'm not going to. Which is really hard because I want to. But I definitely recommend you go see The Creator. I'm going to give it 4 Willows out of 5. It would be more. But where it did start out like, oh, an explosion, I can't rightfully give it more than that. So I'm going to give it 4 Willows out of 5. And prepare yourself if you have gone through this. If you have any feelings at all, it's going to get to you. It is going to get to you. So, that's it. Go see The Creator. And I truly hope we see big things from Madeline in the future. Because this child made me feel like, holy shit. Great job. She did such a good job. I thought she was CGI. So, great work. It's just amazing work. And for some reason, this just had nothing to do with the plot of the movie. It hit me during it. John David Washington. Your dad is Denzel Washington. You have his talent. You did an amazing job. This is not a slight on you, what I'm about to say. But for some reason, halfway through, I was thinking, I wonder how Malcolm Jamal Warner would have done in this role. I don't know why that occurred to me. If you remember, Malcolm Jamal Warner was Theo from The Cosby Show. But now I want to see Malcolm Jamal Warner in a movie like this to see how he does. I don't know why that occurred to me, but yeah, John David, great job. You made me feel as well. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say, everybody. Go see The Creator. I really don't think you will regret it. If you have seen it already, share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, everybody.